KD2LRX. What's up, guys? FusionNet set to begin at 8:30. Well, the pre-check, I should say, is set to begin at 8:30. I'm about to sign on for our little virtual meeting. So please do join us. You could get the link to that meeting on our website, KD2LRX.
And there I thought you were having some technical difficulties.
No, not at all, actually. I was under the impression that you were going to be voicing the net. So I was waiting patiently by my radio, but I'm here.
I don't see you on Zoom yet. Dave's got his shirt on. I've got my shirt on.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm signing on Zoom. I actually got home from work just a few minutes ago. So I've only been on for about maybe 8 minutes now. But I am about to join in.
Hey, Joe. I don't know, man. The last 2 days I've been having some crazy headaches. So I've just been keeping Tylenol in business. But I gotta say, it subsided a little bit, man. But I did take 4 Tylenol because the 2 just wasn't cutting it. And I gotta go back to the doctor, man. This can't be like this from the COVID, man. Still, I mean, I had COVID over a year and a half ago, and this is just out of control now. So he's got to do something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but if I had in the first 50 years of my life, if I had 20, maybe 30 headaches, that would have been a lot. In the last year and a half since this COVID, I've had headaches every week, sometimes 2, 3 times a week. AC280.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. I am here, as you can see. Where is this coming from? Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. What is this about? Why am I hearing myself on the speakers? Give me a second. All right. Now we're good. All right. KD2LRX. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Michael. Hey, David. Hey, Joe. I am KD2LRX. And I am wearing my Fusion shirt. I don't have my uh, my Net Control Operator Edition shirt yet, so I'm wearing this one.
Ah, that's because I've got you the control operator shirt. Ha ha! Yes, I see Annette's got her shirt on. Dave has got his shirt on. I've got my shirt on. I made a special shirt just for tonight, and I put it on the front instead of the back. And Dave's he's laughing. This is advertising. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a good night tonight. I have got some really awesome news, and I've got some sad news for traffic tonight. So I'm gonna pass both, and we're gonna have a good time tonight, man. I can't believe that this is June 30th already. July 1st is tomorrow. This year is going fast, man. Wow. I don't know, man. It seems the older I get, the faster the years go. And I thought they would slow down a little bit because I'm getting older, and you slow down when you get older. But I guess you slow down, the years keep going the same distance, though. So it seems like they're going fast. AC2. Hey. KG0BK with a query.
They definitely go faster. I can't believe we're at July 4th. It feels like just the other day we were at Memorial Day and St. Patty's Day and Christmas even. And now look at this. It's Independence Day almost, everybody. My favorite holiday of them all. Besides Joe's birthday, which was this week. So be sure to wish him a happy birthday. KD2 LRX.
KG0BK with a query. And that's a cute one, too.
Russ, I believe, had a query, or a query, as David would call it, a query. Go ahead.
No, thanks. I didn't know if I was getting through or not. This is KG0BK. Jay or Joe or both of you was going to send through Lone Co, and it says the only place I can send is Kings County Amateur Radio Club. Is that where I want to send to? Dave, Russ, for the 100th time, no, we are no longer affiliated with Kings County Radio Club, nor will we ever. That is just a local club that we happen to belong to as well. That I understand perfectly, but when I try to use PayPal to pay you, that's the only option I have is Kings County Amateur Radio Club. To click on that and send a payment. So I didn't do that because I don't know where to do it. Maybe it's just easier to send you a check. I'm pretty sure I sent you a link. Hold on a second. Let me. You got me thinking if I'm losing it or not. All right, I gotta find where I sent it to. I thought I sent it to you. Yeah, you did, Joe. Lone Co, big numbers, and yeah. But when I bring up that site, the only places that I can send to is the Kings County Amateur Radio Club. So I didn't send anything because I didn't think that was where it was supposed to go. Yeah, I don't know if there's any other options to put in something else or not. No, all you got to do is if you go to PayPal, just put in the email address Loanco, Loanco. I'll say it phonetically. That's Lima Oscar Alpha November Charlie Oscar 1972 at yahoo.com. Oh, there's my bad. I went to Lone Co itself. Okay, now I understand. Okay, we'll get that sent out to you. And if you want to go ahead and check me in, that'd be fine. We've got 83 degrees. And when Adam gets home, he's supposedly all set up for Zoom. But I got to wait for him to get home so we can try the Zoom thing. But other than that, we'll be on. KG0BK. Thanks, guys. Yeah, my bad, Joe. No problem, man. No problem. As much as we love the Kings County Radio Club, we are just we're friends with them, but that's about it. That's where we draw the line in the sand. Hey, wait a minute. Why'd you mark him down a second? I was here a second.
All right, but I need your temperature, Joe. What's your temperature tonight?
73 degrees, and I'll have to hold it. K. Hey, you didn't even call for check-ins yet, but you got people checking in. I got a fever of 103. My local outside temperature, let me see. Okay, it is saying that it is 75. Oh wait, oh wait, 75. How can it say 75 and it feels like 75? I'm not trusting this temperature too much. All right, let's see. 73. 73 degrees. 73. Woohoo! Goodbye.
All right. So we will officially call for check-ins now. We have AC2AE at 73 degrees. He's got traffic. We have KT0BK. We're at Rust in Manchester, Iowa. We're at 83 degrees. KD2MSU, we're at 74 degrees, and I'll have his weather forecast. Who else wants to check in? I see Dennis there. I see Rob. I see Michael. Um, who wants to be next? KD2 LRX.
Good evening, everyone. This is Kilo Bravo 6, Delta Hotel Romeo, Mike, Tulsa, Washington, and we have 79.2 degrees, clear and sunny.
And it's great seeing all the faces. Hope we have fun. Back to you. All right, we had a double like a potato chip there. We have a double there, guys. Hold on, I see Rob keying up. Hopefully Rob isn't beating me out here. All right. Michael, did you have traffic tonight? And then we'll go to Dennis. I didn't get his local temperature. Michael, did you have traffic?
Sorry, I forgot that part. No traffic today.
Jay, it's 81 degrees here in spring. There, number 6. What's your local temperature and do you have traffic? Jay, if you're talking to me, no traffic and 81 degrees and 5 PWR. All right, Dennis, I got you there in 5 PWR. Great to have you in. Who wants to be the next check-in? KD2 LRX. State your call sign, your temperature, and whether or not you've got traffic.
Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Hotel, Quebec, KD9OHQ, short time, temperature is 77 degrees, Ron in Trempealeau, Wisconsin.
This is KJ7YLS in middle of Meridian. It's currently 85 degrees, and I don't have any traffic, but first time on the net.
All right, guys, let's hold it right there. So the net would like to welcome AC2AE Joe, 73 degrees in Gravesend, Brooklyn. He's got traffic for tonight, K20BK, Russ, Manchester, Iowa. I have him down as having traffic. He's always got something to say. He's at 83. We have KD2MSU, our resident meteorologist, who will have our local weather forecast coming up in just a bit when the net starts officially at 9 p.m. We have KV6DHR, that's Michael in Kelso, Washington. We're at 79.2. How about N5DWR, Dennis in Spring, Texas? I don't think he has traffic. He's at 81. Oh, do you have traffic, Dennis? I don't know if he does. Dennis, no traffic. Okay. We have KD9OHQ, Ron Trempealeau, Wisconsin. We're at 77. I have him in and out. And KJ7YLS, Jesse in Bethel, Washington. We're at 85. Who wants to be number 9? Maybe it'll be David, KD2LRX.
I'll take that number 9 slot, KE0MIZ. Rob, Wellington, Colorado, where the temperature is 78 degrees, and I'll have a little bit of traffic for you when we come around to it.
I've got a comment over here.
Bravo Sierra India at Minot, North Dakota. No traffic, and we have 74 degrees.
Don't forget, guys, that if you check in 10 consecutive times, you have full access to the FusionNet.org. Why? Because you'll be an official member of FusionNet at your 10th check-in. So you got to do it 10 consecutive times. If you skip a week, you start from scratch. So be sure, guys, check in every week for the next 10, and you'll be an automatic grandfathered-in member to FusionNet. It's that easy. It's free. It's fun. And you get full access to our website, thefusionnet.org. Perfect. All right, who wants to be number 10? KD2LRX.
KB0 BSI Kilo Bravo 0 Bravo Sierra India Minot, North Dakota, and 74 degrees. Name here's Tom.
All right, KB. Wait a minute. I put that in wrong. Wait a minute. Could you go again one more time? Is it KB0BSI? And do you have traffic?
Roger. Kilo Bravo 0 Bravo Sierra India KB0 BSI.
All right, KB0BSI. Do you have traffic, and what was your local temperature? One more time, Tom.
Negative on the traffic, 74 degrees, and 73 to everybody on the...
All right, very good, KB0BSI. Welcome aboard. I know Joe has something to say. Joe, take it away.
All righty. Well, I'll tell you, I'm looking on the Zoom meeting right now, and I see a couple of you guys out there on the Zoom meeting. And just hearing your voices, I thought you were some ugly sons of guns. But I gotta say, what a handsome bunch on the net, on the FusionNet there is.
Except for David Hunter over there.
Yeah, but you know what? His XYL makes up for it. She's the better half.
Dave's response was priceless right there. He didn't even tee off. He just gave us that third finger on his right hand. Very nice. All right, who wants to be number 11? Yeah, that's your third finger. Yes, Joe, there you go. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Now, I guess if you lost this finger, it would be your second finger technically, right? But I think we all have 10 fingers and 10 toes. I hope. I'm not really sure though. You know, with all the fireworks Joe's shooting off, you might have none. I'm not really sure. All right, who wants to be number 11? KD2 LRS.
KK7AYJ, Annette in Boise, Idaho, where it's 93 degrees and I will have traffic.
All right, very good. 93 degrees with traffic. It's KK7AYJ, Cigarette Annette, with our joke of the evening coming up, so be sure to check it out. And I see Michael there. I'm seeing Steve there. Dave still hasn't keyed up. I'm not sure what that's about. He's putting a giant wallet. Oh no, that's his phone. Or no, that's his radio. I thought that was his giant wallet. I wasn't really sure. All right. David, I know exactly what he's thinking right now. Never mind. All right. Who wants to be number 12, 82 LRX?
November 7, Mike Kilo Yankee, David in Boise, Idaho. I will have traffic, as usual. I'll come up with something. Actually, I got a couple things. And I think it's about 94 degrees here.
Unless there's some kind of gale force wind blowing in that direction, I'm going to say that you're probably at 93 degrees, just like she is. So I'm putting you down as 93. There's no cheating over here. I know you want to win the hottest temperature tonight, but that ain't going to happen. If it does, you're tying with a net, so deal with it. All right. Who wants to be number 13? KD2 LRX. And David, check your text. Joe texted you. Check it.
This is KJ7YLS. Sorry if I missed my call.
KJ7YLS. I got you in there. I'm sorry if I didn't call you. I'm very sorry if I didn't, in fact. KJ7YLS. You know what's actually funny? I have you in here as number 8, but I don't even remember typing you in. But you're there. KJ7YLS, Jesse, in Bethel, Washington. I got you there. 85 degrees. You're in the number 8 spot. Who wants to be number 13, KD2 LRX? Looks like Steve is at like a convention center right now. Either that or he's at like a ball game. It says 2001, 1984, 1977. I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe he's at a gym? I don't know. It looks like a ceiling of a gym. I don't know what that is.
Victor Kilo 4, Echo, Hotel Tango, Bruce, and 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 59, 59, and no traffic, over.
All right, Bruce, I got you in there. In Tarragindi, is that Australia or is that the UK? I always forget. I think it's VK4. What is that, Australia?
It's Australia. It's actually a suburb of Brisbane. You've probably heard of Brisbane, yeah, over.
Ah, very nice. Very, very nice. VK4, EHT. I gotta tell you something, and I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm not usually a fan of like you know the non-American accent, but Australian accents, I happen to really love Australian accents. I love them actually. They're one of my favorites. I even favor them more than our friends in the UK's accents. How about that? I hope that doesn't get me in trouble. But glad to have you here, Bruce. Glad to have you here. All right, who wants to be number 14, KD2 LRX? Michael, that Red Bull looks great right now. Steve, if you're there, I want to know where you are right now. What is this place that you're at? Does anybody else see Steve's video? Where is this? It says 2001, 1984, 1977. What is this? I don't think it's a virtual background either. All right, Steve. Interestingly enough, I didn't hear you coming through the radio. I only heard you coming through my computer speakers. So, if you could hold on one second. I had to turn my speakers back on to do this. Let's see. I just need to get one more time your call sign and your temperature, please. All right, I got you in there. Thank you, Stephen. 72 degrees, Ontario. Go enjoy that game. 82 LRX. All right, who wants to be number 15? Call net control now, TD2 LRX.
Alpha Golf 7 Whiskey, Quebec. Wesley in Coolidge, Arizona.
Wesley, I have you there in Coolidge, Arizona, where it's, I don't know how hot it is, and I know it's hot, not cold in Coolidge. So go ahead.
Sorry, I had to run outside and check the thermometer. It's cooled down to 103 degrees now. And unfortunately, this is going to be an in and out for me. I'm going to have to bail early on tonight's session. My daughter and her family are coming over. So thanks for letting me check in. I hope you guys have a good session tonight. AG7WQ, back to net.
All right. Well, 103 degrees. I think you're probably going to win the hottest temperature of the evening. We got you in there. We're glad to have you. We know you're in and out, but we're happy you did check in. PD2LRX. And I'm going to mark you in as your 10 check-ins in the remarks.
I keep forgetting that I'm on camera. I better not pick my nose or anything.
Hey, Joe, quick question for you. Who had the 10 check-ins? Was it the A3 MPS or AG7WQ? Was it the last person who checked in, or was it our friend Steven in Ottawa?
It was Ottawa. It was Steven. Victor Alpha 3, Michael Papa Sierra. But you know what? Last week, I got to check the log that I've got. Last week, there was somebody else with 9 check-ins or maybe 8 check-ins. So we're going to have to put some people on the list. So I've got, did you put it on here? Where is it? I lost my, yeah, I'm going to write it down. I'll write it down so I know who to bump up. AC280. Put them in. We're gonna put them in the family.
All right, very good. I actually have it marked down on NetLogger as you instructed. So we are good there, or we should be. All right, guys. It is the official start of FusionNet, which starts officially at 9 p.m. Don't forget, pre-checks always start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And I am KD2LRX, your net control operator for this evening. This net meets every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, unless otherwise noted. And of course, you don't need to be a member to check in, but why not consider joining? So how do you check in? Well, we covered it a few minutes ago, but for those just joining us for the very first time, it's very, very simple. Check in 10 times consecutively, that's in a row. At the time of your 10th check-in, please tell us if your email address is up to date on your QRZ page. If it is not, please let us know by sending us an email to fusion@thefusionnet.org. Again, fusion@thefusionnet.org. With membership, you have access to exclusive content on our website. It's that simple, it's that fun, and yes, guys, it is totally free. This net is a directed net, and all traffic must go through net control. In order to check in, simply switch off your AMS automatic select mode, or automatic mode select, I should say, on a Fusion radio, and go to DN mode, digital narrow mode, once again on that Fusion radio if you have one. Use your press to talk button, pause for a moment, and then simply and slowly, please, tell us your call sign, your name, your location, temperature, and whether or not you have traffic for the net. So we already have a lot of great early check-ins. At this time, we will only call for mobile, short on time, or in and out stations who would like to check into FusionNet. So if you're a mobile, short on time, or in and out station only, please call Net Control now.
Net control. This is Kilo Oscar 4 uniform. Bravo, bravo. James in Florida. Rather humid, 76 degrees, and I'll be in and out. Thank you, sir. KO4 UVB. N2HVR, Nick here in Ozone Park. It's 74 degrees, and I'll be in and out tonight. Back to net.
Temperature stated that he's in and out, and we're glad that he checked in tonight. You may secure, sir, and again, thank you very, very much for checking into FusionNet. All right, any other short on time mobile or in and out stations only who would like to check in?
N2HVR, Nick in Ozone Park. It's 74 degrees. I'll be in and out tonight.
All right, very good. We have Nick in Ozone Park. Great to have you here, Nick. I know you're in and out tonight. You may secure, my friend, but we are very appreciative that you checked in tonight. All right, any other short on time mobile or in and out stations who would like to check in? All right, with nothing heard, we will now call for any and all stations who would like to check into the FusionNet. Any and all stations who would like to check in who have not done so already, please call Net Control. Here, checking. Here, checking. Any and all. That was funny. Any and all stations looking to check in, make you so now. KD2LRX. All right, with nothing heard, there will be plenty more opportunities to check into the net. So please do not worry if you didn't get to check in at this point, even though I did say here, checking. With that said, we're going to go down the list for traffic. We'll start things off with my co-founder, my friend, my buddy, AC2AE. Joe, take it away.
Okay, 3 Mississippi. All right, just making sure I'm not breaking my golden rule of the 3 Mississippis. All right, guys, listen, I know we are celebrating today. It is pre-4th of July, FusionNet, but I do have some very sad news. Guys, I know I had mentioned before we had taken up a collection for Melanie Lucas, but as of the Monday, the 27th at 2:51 in the morning, Melanie Lucas has gone home to be with our Heavenly Father, and her call sign was KC2LYV. She is now a silent key. She is survived by her husband, Raymond Lucas, which is W2DEA, who frequents this net sometimes. She's also survived by her 2 daughters, Kristen and Jacqueline Lucas as well. So it's with a heavy heart that I have to tell you guys this, but she has returned to be home with her father, our Heavenly Father. Wow, just very sad about this, guys. So Saturday, this Saturday coming up at the Rockaway Pier, they're going to release some balloons in her honor. So we'll be at the Rockaway Pier at 1 o'clock to remember her. The following week will be her funeral, or the wake, I should say, and it's very, very sad news. Now, with that being said, guys, just want to remind everybody to go to the FusionNet. If anybody's been trying to get onto the FusionNet website for this last week, we have had some serious, serious issues, some problems. The server had gone down. We got hit with some spam. There was a spam bot that was sending out emails to everybody and anyone out there. It is taken care of as of this afternoon. They hired somebody to clean the system out, reboot the system, shape it up, dry it out, do whatever they had to do to get it back to working. So as of this afternoon, FusionNet is back up. For any of those that can hear my voice now, if you want to join us on the Zoom simulcast that we're doing right now, all you have to do is go to the FusionNet.org, go to the upper right-hand corner, and you'll see the 4th of July. Click on that, and there'll be a link there to get you in on the Zoom. If you can't do that, just go to AC2AE at QRZ, and the link will be right on my page as well. Let me let this drop. 3 Mississippi. Okay. So you can go to QRZ, look up AC2AE. The link is also there, or if you have Facebook, the link is also on the FusionNet on the Facebook link as well. So you can go there. Now, speaking of the FusionNet, guys, go join the FusionNet, man. Get on there if you want free access to the FusionNet. All you got to do is you got to just join us 10 times in a row. You'll get free membership. Otherwise, you'll just be blocked off of some access unless you become a 10-member check-in. Then you'll have full access to the net. Guys, you can also get your FusionNet gear there as well. You get your T-shirts. Hoodies are coming in September. So if you want a FusionNet hoodie, just let us know, and you'll be able to get a FusionNet hoodie. We've got T-shirts. We're looking at some. I always forget the name of these bags. Tote bags. We'll be getting some tote bags as well. So keep an eye out, and keep an eye out on FusionNet.org. Just go to merchandise in the upper right-hand corner of the menu. All right. Let's see. What am I missing here? Okay. Oh, if you guys want your questions to be heard, just let us know. Drop us an email at fusion@thefusionnet.org. We could post your questions up. We could talk about your questions. If you want to have your questions, your comments, or anything, if you just want to shoot the breeze with us, send us an email at fusion@thefusionnet.org. Now, guys, this is the important one. I'm going to let it drop even though I've got a minute and a half, because I really believe I need a full 3 minutes for this one, guys. Here comes some really good. I'm getting the goosebumps, man. Check this out. I'm getting the goosebumps, man. About to tell you guys this really, really good news. Oh, and we're going to be getting a duplexer real soon. I've just got to put the order in. We'll be getting a duplexer, so the repeater will be going up for local use around here very shortly. Now, for the good news, let me let this drop. Alrighty, let's make sure I'm in transmission here. I don't want you guys to miss not a second. I even wrote it down on a little post-it note so I wouldn't forget. Jason, KD2LRX. Not only is he a good, actually he's one of my best friends. Not only is my best friend, but I consider him a brother. And Jason, over the weekend, man, he really surprised everybody. He asked his girlfriend of 4 years, Lenora, to marry him. And would you believe she said yes? So, Jason, KD2LRX, is getting married, guys. Can you believe this? He is taking the plunge. I told him how horrible it was. I told him it was a prison sentence that never ends, but he still wants to do it anyway. I come up for parole every year, guys. Every year I come up for parole, and they never parole me. But, man, I tell you, I couldn't be happier for my friend and his fiancée, and she is a wonderful girl. I remember the day that he met her, and how he couldn't stop talking about her, and just awesome, man. So I think within the next 2 years or so, I think he said that he will actually be tying the knot. So I am just very, very excited and very happy for them. I hope they have many, many, many years of blissful happiness and a couple of children. You got to name the firstborn after me. Well, you know what? I kind of know what the first one's name is going to be, whether it's a boy or a girl. I kind of got that in my head already. I'm going to text him just to make sure. Well, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say it. I think if it's a boy, I think it's going to be Patrick. And if it's a girl, it's going to probably be Patricia for after his mom. So, but I could be wrong. Lenora may have different ideas. But guys, like I said, I'm very happy when we come back around to you guys. Just wish Jay and his fiance the best of luck, and I don't know. I think I'm more excited than they are. I don't know why, but I'm just very happy for them. All right, that's my traffic, and I'm sticking to it. This is radio station Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo Joe in Gravesend, Brooklyn, New York, otherwise known as always chasing two American Eagles. Jay, pick it on up, brother.
I almost forgot about that. I'm only kidding. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Wow, kids? That's too far down the road. I mean, one, I'm the type of guy that does one thing at a time. You know, one thing at a time. I don't rush into things. I get too nervous to rush into things. So I've had step one. All right. Well, actually, technically, step two. Step one was getting a ring. I had that for a little while, and I didn't do anything with it because I felt like that was all I needed to do. But oh no, you actually have to get on one knee and propose. So I did that. So now step two is done. Step three, we'll wait a little bit, as Joe mentioned. But yeah, I'm very happy about it, and yeah, it's really really cool and exciting. And yeah, I think I would disagree with Joe. He's excited, no doubt about it. But you know what? Okay, we'll say he's equally excited. How about that? Okay, we'll say he's equally excited as I am. um, and David, yes, no more Fleet Week, David. No more Fleet Week. I'll save that for you now. All right. Who else has got traffic tonight? We're going to move it over to KG0BK, Russ, in Manchester, Iowa. All right, Russ, what do you say, my friend?
Wait a minute. You're not getting off this easy. I got a comment. Okay, I got it. Okay. My comment is, in another 2 years, 3 years, guys, you're going to hear him in the background. I told you not to touch my 991. He's going to have baby vomit on his microphone. His house is going to smell like a diaper pail. He's going to be like, I'll be right back, guys. I got to go get little Jay Jr. AC2AE.
No, nobody's touching my 991. In fact, I've been dealing with an issue with my 991 the last 2 days, and it's concerning dust. No matter how many times I wipe off this damn thing, because it's near a window, it always accumulates dust, and I always have to clean it. And I was just thinking about how annoyed I was that I always have to dust off my 991. My 400 doesn't get dusty, but that damn radio does all the time. I don't know why. Anyway, oh look at this, guys. There's a ladybug that was just climbing up the little screen of my window. That's pretty cool. That's good luck. That's good luck. Wow. All right. Let's go on over to KG0BK. Russ, go ahead and Manchester.
Well, thank you, Jason. And, you know, for somebody that's got a headache, real bad headache, he can sure talk a lot, can't he? I'm talking about Joe. But that's okay. And, Jay, congratulations. Although, of course, you know, 4 to 6 months after you're married, you're going to lose a lot of your ham gear. And then you won't be able to buy anymore because we got to buy baby clothes and we got to buy this and we got to buy, you know, and we got to remodel this. And so, yeah, you're not getting any more of that ham stuff. But, yeah, you'll learn. I've got a couple of interesting things. One kind of a funny thing. And then I've got a kind of Rusty's rustic history, if I may be allowed to continue.
I think you can. Yes, why not, Russ?
Okay, well, I'm going to try to do this here in 3 minutes. We'll see actually what happens, but that's what we're going to try. So, we have got a balloon up, and it's been going crazy. It's been making right turns, left turns, left turns, left turns. That was on NASCAR track for a while, and it flew the wrong way, and now it's flowing the right way. It's about halfway, not quite, but almost halfway across the Atlantic Ocean now. And this was launched in Tennessee about 2 weeks ago. And so that's where it's at right now, flying at 49,600 feet. But at that height, it's only 15 miles per hour. So you got the good and the bad, and I guess the ugly in there all at the same time. The, let's see here, second one is, Adam went to Dyersville Friday, I think, last Friday. Anyway, he found out that the Dyersville Radio Shack, which he'd been spending a lot of money on in the past, was going out of business. One of the few Radio Shacks left, and they're going over to U.S. Cellular. So they were selling all their Radio Shack stuff at 50% off. And when he got over there, he found out for him, they would give him another 35% off after the 50% off. He came home with 2 large grocery bags of stuff. I mean, resistors, transistors, battery holders, light bulbs. He just took the shelf, and you know, there's 4 or 5 items on the shelf. He just ran down, threw it in the bag. It took him something like 25 minutes for them to check him out at the cash register, which was funny. But boy, do we have parts now. Let me let this drop for a second here. Okay, and just to add something to everybody's holiday, I thought I'd come up with Rusty's rustic history. Anyway, on this day in history, famous people born. Buddy Rich, he was a super drummer. He was born in 1917. Also in 1917 was Lena Horne, who was a singer. And everybody remembers Mike Tyson, the boxer. He was born in 1966. And his prisoner number was 316394, in case you're interested. Events on this day in history: the Excelsior Diamond was first discovered in 1893. In 1908, the giant fireball impacts central Siberia. 1914, Gandhi's first arrest
That was his campaign for the Indians' equal rights in South America. 1936, everybody remembers Gone with the Wind. That's first published. And in 1960, on this date, Zari gains its independence. I think that's Zari, Zaire. Zari gains its independence. So this is Zari's Independence Day. This is KG0BK. Comment?
Yeah, Joe, go ahead, Joe.
I gotta say, Mike Tyson is definitely by far one of my favorite boxers of all time. And I think he's actually the greatest boxer of all time. And for his class, his weight, his time, and one of my favorite all-time sayings that Mike Tyson said was, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth." Woo! Love it, brother. AC2AE, back on over the net control.
Well, I would totally agree with you about Mike Tyson. Definitely my favorite fighter of all time. There's been nobody better and greater, in my opinion, than Iron Mike. You know, um, no question, no doubt about it. Guy is great. Even I know people are like Floyd Mayweather and Evander Holyfield. Whatever. Mike Tyson, is definitely the man. And that's an interesting fact about his prison number, Russ. That was very fascinating that you knew that one. Very cool. Thank you so much for all those facts. Really appreciate it. Very, very cool stuff there, Russ. All right, from KD2 LRX, also from KD0BK. All right, we'll go on over to KD2 MSU, who's got our upcoming July 4th weather forecast. Take it away, Howie.
Okie doke. First condolences, my condolences to Ray's family, and congratulations to Jason's family and future family, I guess. Okay, the weather for holiday weekend, starting out basically the way I said Tuesday on the local program Tuesday and on Sunday. So getting 2 or 3 very warm days. Tomorrow will be the warmest. Probably if you're near Newark, 95, 96, 97. The danger period is Saturday morning into Sunday morning. If everything keeps moving to the southeast, then we'll have no problem on July 4th, and the celebration will come off very nicely. The Macy's show, I believe it's called, around the Statue of Liberty. Let's see. Of course, it may rain right after that, so we'll have to be careful. 5th, 6th, 7th. So I guess we'll squeeze it in. And I'd like to mention other places that might have some problem with the weather. Chicago, back to Minnesota, the southeast states might have some rain. And Dallas, you look like you've gone into a super heat wave. Well, I see there are 100-degree days for the next weeks at least. So if you're in and around Dallas and in Texas, watch out. I believe I just timed out there. The coastal Texas areas should be getting some heavy rain, but I don't know if it even reaches Dallas. So Dallas, watch out, like 2 weeks of 100. So just get the 2 months here, uniform, back to that control.
All right. Howie, thank you so much for the well wishes, first of all. Yes, condolences, and I failed to mention this before, to Ray's family. Melanie, you're in our thoughts always. And, of course, to the entire Lucas family. And, Russ, I'm sorry, Howie, thank you so much for your comprehensive weather forecast. The most accurate weatherman in the business is Howie, KD2 MSU, only heard on the FusionNet. All right, let's move things along. We'll go to KE0MIZ. That's Rob in Wellington, Colorado, who's got some traffic for us tonight. Take it away.
Well, let's see if we can give it enough time there. This is Kilo Echo Zero, Mike India Zulu. This isn't working on my side, gentlemen. I'm going to have to call it quits. I've got a heck of an electrical storm. K0MIZ clear.
Oh, wow. An electrical storm going on, I think you said. Be careful, Rob. Be very, very careful. Um, we did hear you very well, but you do want to protect your equipment, and you want to protect yourself, of course, as well. So KE0MIZ. Maybe you'll stick around for the video. If not, totally understand. All right, 7-3. Okay, we're going over now to KK7AYJ. And she, of course, has got our joke in the evening. Last week's joke, I gotta say, had to be my favorite one that she's done so far. Will this week surpass it and exceed expectations? I don't know. But one thing that I can tell you is I don't see Annette at her chair. So I'm wondering if she's going, if David's going to roll in like one of those big fake cakes and she's going to like pop out of it. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I'll turn it over to Cigarette Annette for the joke of the evening.
Thank you, Net Control. No, I had to go to someplace where I could actually read my joke and nobody was watching.
Come on, it's only David. I mean, it's only David. I think David is actually going in there now because Annette might be having some technical difficulties. And if David's in the room when Annette's telling the joke, kind of defeats the purpose of leaving this room to go tell the joke in the other room. So, well, stand by, everybody. KD2LRX. Maybe this is the joke. Maybe the joke is that Annette doesn't have a joke and she just decided to leave the room. I don't know.
So chases him, pulls him over. The cop goes up to the car, and when the man rolls the window down, he asks, "Are you aware of how fast you were going, sir?" The man replies, "Yes, I am. I'm trying to escape a robbery I got involved in." The cop looks at him in disbelievingly and asks him, "Were you the one being robbed, sir?" The man casually replies, "Oh no, I was the one who committed the robbery. I was escaping." The cop is shocked and surprised that the man has admitted this so freely. He says, "So you're telling me you're speeding and committed a robbery?"
I thought that was a pretty good one. What does Tom TB0BSI think?
I think that one kind of went over my head.
Same thing with Joe. I thought I didn't think it was over. I thought it still had. I still thought there was more to it. But nonetheless, I did find it funny that I mean I guess you could have stopped the joke at um the the robber telling the cop that he was speeding because he just committed a robbery, and then I guess it would have been even better. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was good, Joe. What do you think? Did anybody else hear Joe there? I didn't hear Joe. Did anybody hear him?
You know what? I am messing around with my radio. Hold on a second. Let me. Okay. How about now? Can you hear me now? All right. Yeah, I've been. Okay. How about now? Any better? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I got to change things back. I've been trying to pipe the audio through the Zoom, and I guess I just screwed things up way too much over here. All right. Joke went over my head, so I'm gonna have to wait till I go to the FusionNet to read it and see how how it gets. I'm sorry, Annette. I usually get them, and it's usually funny for me, but this one just seems to have just went right over my head. You're a little too smart for me. You can't fool me. I'm a moron.
Annette's husband on the spot. Wait a minute, what just happened here?
Hey, this is KJ7YL waiting my turn. Did the repeater just drop or something?
You know, something funny is going on over here. Jay just went off on Zoom, so we may have lost. He may have lost his internet for a second. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. AC2, AE.
KD2 LRX. I hear you guys again now. Yeah, I think I lost my internet for like a second, but it is back now. I think you guys hear me. Joe, what do you say? You hear me? I'm coming back on the Zoom.
On the Zoom link, but I can't seem to do my videos. I dropped off earlier, but yeah, I'll let you guys sort it out, and I'll wait my turn.
Zoom. I've got too many screens. I got to get another 6 screens, and maybe I can start keeping up with everything.
All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Here we go. All right, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there, but I'm glad we're all working now, or at least I am. We gotta ask David though. Now that Annette's back, what David thought of that joke. David, I'm putting you on the spot.
In 7MKY, the Monkey Man himself, and I thought it was a great joke, and I'm not going to say anything different than that because I really don't want to sleep outside. But I do have a sign for everybody that is on Zoom. I need my assistant though because my microphone won't go that far. So you just hand it to me right there, or just hold it up in front of the camera. So everybody, please remember while on the net, use 1 rhinoceros, 2 rhinoceros, 3 rhinoceros before you transmit. That way, all the links will make sure that everybody's heard. Otherwise, we have a Los Angeles pileup. So, yes, net control. I thought my wife's joke was absolutely hilarious. I'm not going to say anything different. Back to net control before my traffic.
3 rhinoceroses. Comment. Okay, we seem to have lost your audio, Jay. But I'm gonna just put this one out there that if Dave N7MKY doesn't laugh at Annette's jokes, he's sleeping on the couch.
Between all the rhinoceroses and the monkeys and everything in that house right now, I don't know what's going on. But David, did you have any more traffic for us tonight?
In 7MKY, but of course I have traffic. I always have lots of traffic. Meaningful? Well, that's debatable. Couple things, everybody. Congratulations, Jay. Or should I say condolences. Now I know why you had all that Fleet Week practice. It was pretty hard getting down on one knee, but I think with good practice, you actually pulled it off. In all serious note, congratulations. FusionNet. FusionNet streams on YouTube on the FusionNet website as well as the FusionNet YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. It is absolutely free, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll see when we're actually streaming. And if you can't make the net via radio, you can actually check in through the YouTube channel. We're going to start monitoring the chat and actively participating in the chat. Reddit lives tonight, sorry. And also look at the N7MKY YouTube channel. If you'd like to see any new content up there, you have content ideas, or if you've already made a movie, send it to us. We'll be more than happy to post it on our channel. Lets us start getting more subscribers, more views, and let me tell you, we're way far away from making it monetized. But every little view, every little watch, and every little subscribe helps. So please consider doing it, because there's some good stuff up there. And then Joe has not mentioned, but the N7MKY repeater here in Boise, Idaho, is directly tied via XLX network to the FusionNet back east. So whether it's the FusionNet on Thursday nights or just general chit chat during the week, you can always get a hold of us on either repeater system. So please consider adding it to your favorites and drop your note in FusionNet. And that way you can hear all the wonderful things that we discuss when we're not on the net. Other than that, it's hot, I'm fat, and I don't like to sweat. So air conditioning is a wonderful thing. N7MKY, back to net control.
I'm fat and I don't like to sweat. That's the story of my life, David. That's the story of my life, too. Oh, Joe's sharing a screen right now. I'm so confused. What's going on over here right now? Joe's messing with us right now. The monkey room. There, look at that. N7MKY repeater. He's got 5 people on it right now. Very, very cool. Go check that out. The N7MKY repeater. Always linked to FusionNet. We love that. We love that. Very nice. Joe, Joe, I'm so confused now. Because like you, I have all these screens and everything, and now you're adding another element to it. Because now it feels like I have yet another screen I'm looking at. I don't even know what I'm doing. And I didn't know what I was doing to begin with. So now what is this? What is this? We got his XSplit VCam, so you see his green screen. That's kind of interesting. Wow, look at this. I didn't know Joe played the guitar. I didn't know Joe was in my shack at one point. Very interesting. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. With that said, I think we cleared all traffic. So, why don't we do another call for check-ins? We're going to do it like this. Here, check-ins. Here, check-ins. 1, rhinoceros. 2, rhinoceros. 3, rhinoceros.
Comment.
Please check in KC4 EXO. It's Wayne, Springdale, South Carolina. 78 degrees. No traffic, and I believe it's check-in number 11 for me.
Mr. KC4 EXO. Love that southern accent. In South Carolina. Welcome aboard, Rich. Glad to have you here with us. 78 degrees. Reminding you, by the way, well, first of all, you're at 11 check-ins, so not only are you a member, but you're a member and a day checked in, which is phenomenal. But also reminding you to go onto that website, which you now have full access to, and check out the link if you didn't already. You could actually be accessing FusionNet not only through your radio, but also today for a special July 4th celebration on Zoom. So go check that out. All right, any other stations looking to check in? And we'll get back to David. David has one more thing to say. But, he's got to wait. Any other check-ins first?
Kilo 2, Charlie Victor Delta. Chris on the upper west side of Manhattan, and 75 degrees, no traffic.
November Victor 7, Sierra, where it's 97 degrees and no traffic, in Indian Springs.
Kilo Echo 0 Whiskey Foxtrot India. KE0WFI, Tyler in St. Peter, Minnesota, and the temperature is 80 degrees and no traffic.
All right, the net would like to welcome KC4EXO one more time. Rich in South Carolina. We have K2CBD on the upper west side of New York City, 75 degrees and no traffic. We had NV7SS Ken in Indian Springs, Nevada, where it's 77 degrees. And we had 80 degrees at KE0WFI in St. Peter, Minnesota. All right. Any other check-ins? Please call that now.
This is NV7SS, where it's 97. I wish it was 77. It's 97 there.
You know something? I was wondering that because you're in Nevada, and I was like, Nevada's only 77 degrees, but then I thought maybe the desert's cooled down. I don't know. I don't know. But I have you now marked down as 97 degrees. Thanks for that correction. All right, with that said, we'll turn it back to David, who has something to say before we get to the question of the evening.
Thank you very much, Net Control. No, I just wanted to jump in and say that KJ7, Yankee Lima Sierra, Jeff, he's actually here in Boise. Found a repeater this morning, and I invited him to the net. I do believe he has traffic, and he would be sharing the same temperature as us. He's not in Washington right now. He's right here in Boise looking for some housing. And he was trying to jump in for some traffic. He's new to the area and definitely new to the net, so I didn't know if you wanted to come back to him for his traffic and update his information, but wanted to make sure we all made him feel welcome because this is his first time.
Yes, absolutely. Station, please go ahead. Absolutely. That was KJ7YLS, right, David? KJ7YLS? Yeah, go ahead, Jeff. Take it away, sir. I don't hear anything, David, but I did update on QRZ, KJ7YLS, in Boise, Idaho, tonight. I don't know why he would want to move so close to you, but I guess he wants to for some reason. David said I might have scared him off. My face will do that to you. You know, I agree. Listen, I can't argue that. I cannot argue that. Well, if Jesse comes back, we'd love to have him, give us his traffic and find out why the hell he wants to move to Boise right next door to David Hunter. All right. All right. With that said, guys, it is time for that question of the evening. Who's ready to go? Huh? Dennis, you ready? Tom, what about you? Joe, what do you say? Joe, thumbs up, thumbs down. All right. Annette, are you ready, Annette? Cigarette Annette? David, I don't really care. All right, let's have David comment.
In 7MKY, yeah, my comment would violate every FCC rule, so I'll just stick with him and I'll go cold, Mike.
All right, guys, I'm going to show you something if you can see it. Well, is it going to let us? Look, that was David's comment right there. See that middle finger? I could show you it on Zoom. I can't say it on the radio, of course, but you see it. That's from David. All right. With that said, guys, it's time for the question of the evening. Tonight's question comes from me, and it is: what is your favorite 4th of July pastime? We'll start things off with AC2IE. Joe, take it away.
Would you repeat the question, please?
Absolutely. The question of the evening is, what's your favorite July 4th pastime?
Is that a trick question? Let's see. You know, I gotta say, I come from a neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York, called Gravesend, and not too far from here is Avenue X. So my favorite pastime is definitely by far the fireworks. And just years ago, I'm going to tell you guys a brief story. I may have told it on this net once before, but we used to every single year, everybody in the neighborhood would chip in, different households, friends, everybody. We used to get a DJ, large speakers, a couple of kegs of beer, and some of that funny green grass that everybody liked to smoke. And every year we would have just an entire neighborhood party, and we would light our fireworks, we'd barbecue, and I'm talking, guys, I'm talking the entire neighborhood, from Avenue X, from Avenue W, X, Y, and Z, all the four avenues, all the way from West Street, all the way to like around East 4th Street. All the families would come out, streets were closed off. We would have an absolute fantastic time until 1992. 4th of July, 1992 was the last time we were able to get permits to close the streets off and have our usual party. What happened was we wanted to get our mortars to go higher, so we decided to climb on top of the Key Food building, and we climbed on top of the building, and we put the music up there. We were dancing on the roof. We were lighting fireworks. We were getting very, very inebriated, and the roof caved in. The mortars shot across the way, hit the Social Security building, bounced back onto Key Food's roof, lit all the remaining fireworks on fire. We wind up burning down the Social Security building. We burned down Cuccio's. We burned down PS 216, and we blew out a couple of dozen of the store windows. But because the Social Security building was involved, they sent the FBI down. And that was the last time that Gravesend, Brooklyn, New York got a permit to have a 4th of July party. So I'm going to say the fireworks is definitely by far my favorite. And I just had to tell you guys that story. And if you don't believe that story is true, it made the newspapers. So go check out the Brooklyn newspapers. Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo. That's my story.
First of all, I just have to say I cannot believe Joe shared that over the air with you. I have known that story for years, and I've kept it confidential and top secret, sworn to secrecy by Joe about it. But now not only does the FBI know who did this, but so does the FCC. Congratulations, Joe. All right. I don't think you know what, if we were going to rank the best stories of the evening, I would suspect that Joe probably by far has the best one there. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe that you know what, Dennis might have a story for us. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see what he has to say. I kind of feel like Tom may also. Tom looks like the type of guy to do something like that too. But I'm not sure. We're going over to Russ, KT0PK. Oh wait, Joe's got something to say. Joe, take it away, Joe.
Right, I got to just tell you guys this one other story, Cliff. It just Coincidentally, my buddy just got out of jail again. But I have a friend of mine, and he's a good friend. I've known him for the better part of 40 years. But unfortunately, he keeps getting himself locked up. And this happened back around 1995-ish. And I sit back because this story is a doozy, man. He gets out of jail. He gets a pass to go to Florida to go visit his sister out in Florida. So his was a young child. His sister had to go on a job interview. So she asks him to watch Jimmy, which is his little nephew. She asks him to watch the kid, and he's watching. Goes out on the job interview. He looks out the back window and he sees the family dog shaking something in its head, like he's got something in the mouth and he's just like shaking it. So he goes outside to see what it is, and he sees that it's a dead poodle. So he panics. He gets all upset. He thinks he's gonna go back to jail for the dog killing another dog. So he looks around. He sees the neighbor has a water dish and a leash on the porch. So what he does is he takes the dog, he brushes it off, he puts it back on the leash, puts it on the porch. He takes his dog inside, gives it a bath, brushes its teeth, and pretends like nothing happened. Karen comes back from the job interview, and he pretends like nothing happened. He gets on a plane. He comes back to New York. He calls her to let her know that he made it to New York without a problem, and that the flight went well. Let me let this drop. I don't want to time this out. Okay. So he calls her, tells her, look, I made it back to New York. Everything was okay, blah, blah, blah. So he goes, everything okay over there? She goes, yeah. She goes, everything is good. She goes, but you know what? She goes, some crazy bastard. She goes, the neighbor's dog died about a week ago. She goes, some crazy bastard dug the dog up, put it back on the leash, and put it on our neighbor's porch. The dog was buried in the yard somewhere. The dog so they're thinking somebody was trying to like mess with the family and stuff and put the dog back on the porch. When Larry told me the story, man, I said to him, Larry, I said, you know something, man? I said, this story is so crazy. I said, nobody could possibly make this kind of a story up. I said, this only happens to you, man. So that's another crazy story in the life of AC2AD.
Wow, I never heard that one before. That is a crazy one. Oh my god. Wow. Joe could write a book with all the stories he's probably got. I probably know like 1/4 of them. If that's insane. All right. Who wants to be Joe's story? KG0BK. Russ, what is your favorite July 4th pastime? What have you blown up, I guess? Take it away, Russ.
Well, I can't top Joe. If that's not the best 4th of July experience story I've ever heard, it ought to be. And I thought I had some good ones, but they didn't have. Yeah, worst of all is we shut off at M80 in the Oddfellows Temple, and right when we were running out, police car happened to be sitting there. Happened to be driving by, heard this explosion. But anyway, the thing that I like to do on the 4th of July, and I have been doing this for quite a few years, is we get a pontoon and we cruise up and down the Mississippi. And the neat thing about it is we have a 40-meter HF antenna that we can put up, and VHF and UHF antennas. So we go up and down the river, and we got the grill there, of course, too. Hot dogs, hamburgers, brats, whatever.
and we go up and down on the pontoon and have a good time and talk on the radio. So nothing like Joe's, but we have a good time and we don't get arrested. KG0BK.
It's an awesome story what you guys do on the pontoon boat, and you guys set up HF antenna. That is really cool, and you guys talk on the air. That is really, really cool. You know, Russ is also the guy who Russ experiments on the air however he can. I remember one time he was experimenting with a drone and trying to transmit using attaching a drone, an antenna to a drone. That he's always figuring something out in a pontoon boat. That's pretty cool to be doing that with. All right, let's go on over now to KD2 MSU. We want to know, Howie, what is your July 4th pastime?
Well, it used to be clean the fucking works. Now it's just watching. So we used to get the fireworks. They were pretty hard to get back in the 60s. So we did use it in the Boy Scout camp. And a recent incident here about 10 years ago. By accident, I guess, somebody had bought a bunch of fireworks, stored it in their car, and it set itself off or somehow. And for 10 minutes, it sounded like we were under attack. So I'm crawling on the floor, trying to find my police skin and find out what's going on here. I didn't know if that was shooting or fireworks. Well, it turned out the car was ablaze after. Then set a few cars on fire in the Trump Village parking lot near me. Joe knows where that is. So some more current incident. And once walking in Manhattan with friends, I had firecrackers thrown in our faces. Just got ringing in the ears though. From that. So that's it. Kilo Delta 2, Mike, Sierra Uniform, back to their control.
Wow. I can only imagine that car going right up. That's crazy. That car just blowing up because the fireworks went up in the car. You know what? Here's another reason why you may not be a fan of electric vehicles. While it's true that obviously a car with fireworks that go off could detonate and will detonate, the reality is you don't want to have fireworks detonate.
Lost you again, brother.
Yo, timeout. I didn't hear. This is K2CVD.
I don't know if he timed out or if he just lost his connection again. He lost his video, so I'm not sure. Maybe he's got something going on with his what's it called, internet again. Maybe he's in there. Who knows? Let's see.
Phone. Reading something, I think. I think he's engulfed in whatever he's reading right now. Maybe he doesn't hear us. This is almost as funny as when our friend Nick fell asleep at the radio. All right, well, Michael, whenever you're done reading, you can come back and give us your answers to tonight's question. In the meantime, we'll go on over to N5DWR. Oh, wait, Michael, are you there? No, he's reading again. All right, never mind. Michael, are you there? Michael, it's your turn. All right, what's your favorite July 4th pastime?
Well, let's see. It's pretty simple. Drink beer, shoot guns during the day, and shoot off fireworks at night. I have a range in my backyard. Hope everybody has a good 4th of July.
All right, fantastic. Oh, nice. Look at you, man. Look at you. Happy 4th of July, Mike. Very, very cool. Very, very nice. That range is going to go up, man, between the shooting and the fireworks. You're going to have a blast this weekend. And happy July 4th to you, my friend. Happy July 4th. That is awesome. All right. We're going over to N5DWR, who's got to tell us what his favorite July 4th pastime is. And Dennis, that looks like a different room you're in than the last time we were on camera.
It's the same room, Jay, just a different angle. I moved one of my computers over. I'm using that for Zoom. I'm really lead a pretty sheltered life. We hang out with family, we'll barbecue, and maybe we used to do a lot of fireworks, but now we all have dogs, and my dog is she just gets terrified. So we worry to death about the fireworks here in our neighborhood, but it is what it is. We did get some sedatives from our vet. We can give her one of those, but we hate to drug her because she's lethargic for another day or so afterwards. But that's really about it from here. Oh, and congratulations, Jay, and feel sorry for the loss of those people or that person. We all lost a key, so we can all feel sad over that. But 4th of July is coming. Got a lot to be thankful for. A lot to celebrate. Everybody take it easy and be safe. And fun. GWR, back to net.
I wonder if those are the same sedatives that David uses when he hears fireworks. All right. All right, let's go on over. Let's see, Katie90HQ is in and out. We'll go on over to Jesse, see if he's around. KJ7YLS. If you are, we want to hear you in Boise, Idaho, and we want to know what your favorite July 4th pastime is. All right, Jesse's still not there, but we got 80AM, I think, in that room. Am I correct when I say that? Is that 80AM?
All right, sir. Yeah, this is 80 AM. Just got home from work, heard the node clicking on and off, so turned on my radio and realized I forgot they had Zoom new this weekend. So, yep, just got that all set up, so I'm all cool to go. I'm glad to be in on the net here. I'll be here for the duration, 80 AM.
We're really happy to have you here, Adam. Adam, I'm assuming you probably have the same temperature as your dad. Am I right?
Yeah, I haven't looked. Mine says 79 according to Google, but you can write down what my dad had because he probably wasn't too far ahead of me.
All right, I'm going to put you in at what he had is his high temperature 83, so you'll be there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what he had a little bit earlier. All right, so let's see who's next on the list. We went to Dennis. Ron was in and out. Jesse, we didn't hear. KE0MIZ is in and out right now. KB0BSI, Tom and Minot, North Dakota. We want to know what your favorite July 4th pastime is.
Good evening to everyone on the net. I just wanted to send my greetings out and for a safe 4th of July holiday. I pretty much am kind of a homebody myself, but I've got some wonderful memories. Usually about dark on the 4th, I head out on the bypass road or the bypass around the west side of Minot, and usually everybody around the area is blowing off fireworks, so we get a motorcycle ride and a little fireworks display besides. But what I wanted to do share mostly is my first experience with fireworks. It was my family used to live out on a farm out by Thompson, North Dakota, and we all got into the car and drove drove up to my uncle's place, Alec, up by Oslo, Minnesota, and they had a picnic, and they set off the first fireworks I ever saw as a little kid, and it was so impressive to see that wonderful display of fireworks, and I remember it to this day, and that was a great experience for me. Back to you.
You know what, Tom? You actually brought up a really good question. Maybe we'll use next July 4th. What was your first experience with fireworks? Where was it, and what do you remember? That's a good one for next year. Joe, you better be writing this one down. That comes from Tom. I like that idea. Did you see him? You can tell this guy's Italian with that reaction he did. He's like, oh, wow, wow.
I just wasn't prepared. Wait, what was the question again? I'll write it down. I have almost every question. I wouldn't say everyone, but I said almost everyone that we've ever had on the net.
Next year's question was inspired by Tom, KB0BSI, for July 4th. What was your first fireworks experience? Where were you, and what do you remember from it? All right. Well, Tom had a really great story there, and you know I listen. I love fireworks. In fact, I was saying not too long ago, actually earlier today, to a work colleague. I said, if you don't like fireworks, then you're not American. I said it just like that. Because fireworks, let me tell you something. You need to love fireworks if you're a member of this country. You know, if you're a citizen of this country. That's what I think, at least. So they're memorable. They're great. They're awesome. I mean, you know, I personally love when you're driving on like a parkway or a highway or whatever, and all of a sudden you see the fireworks like right in front of you, like you know at like a fairground or something like that. That's always so great to see. You know, I remember one 4th of July. I didn't have too much to do, and I saw fireworks up in the sky, so I chased them. So I went to I went like 2 towns over to see where they were shooting them off, and then I went from there to all the way to where'd I go? To the Bronx. I went up to the Bronx because they were shooting fireworks over at I'm forgetting the name of that little island off the Bronx, but I was over there. That was pretty cool. And I just spent the night like chasing fireworks, like storm chasers, but fireworks chasing. That was pretty cool. I'll never forget that year. All right, we're going over to Boise, Idaho. KK7AYJ. Annette, we want to know what your favorite 4th of July pastime is, besides looking for Dave underneath the covers, freaked out by those fireworks.
Okay, so my favorite 4th of July activity is homemade ice cream. Cranking the old, salt, rock salt on the water, and preferably peach or blackberry. But when it comes to fireworks, my family is, my dad was the youngest of 8 boys, and they were all in law enforcement. And I grew up in Oregon where the only thing you could have was sparklers and these little things called snakes. So one year, my uncles talked my dad into letting them ship fireworks. But it's illegal to ship fireworks. But back in the day, Greyhound buses would take freight, and so you could ship freight cheaper. And they put all the fireworks in, and they sprayed the box with lemon pledge. And this was before sniffing dogs, and they were never at the Greyhound station anyway. Well, the box got lost, and for 4 months, none of them knew where the box was. They were all afraid they were going to lose their job, and then finally the box showed up, so we got to use them the next year. So that was entertaining. Don't ship fireworks. And here in Idaho, fireworks that you shoot up in the air are not legal, so all they ask you to do is sign a release that you're not going to do that with them. And I find that is hilarious. Then lastly, I saw in the news this morning that because of wildfires, and you can add this to next year's questions if anybody sees one this year. I guess the drone fireworks shows are becoming popular, and they're very expensive per hour, but they're saying it's saving millions of dollars on preventing fires. Back to net control.
Well, what's a good fireworks show if you don't have a forest fire? I mean, seriously, what's this world coming to? I'm only kidding, Annette. I'm only kidding. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. You know, I'm gonna have to what do they call that with the judge? Like do community service with Smokey the Bear after saying that one. But but that's pretty awesome. And you're absolutely right. You know, every state has like these stupid laws, right? They're like, you could buy fireworks, but you can't shoot them off. Oh yeah, okay. Well, what's the point in that? Or you could have fireworks, but you can't shoot them into the sky. Okay, yeah. Well, where are they going to shoot off then? Unless you get those little what were those things? The jumping jacks. You know, the ones that used to light off on the street that we always used to shoot off, right? I don't know, but anyway, I love it, and thank you very much, KK7AYJ. We're going over to N7MKY, and David, I gotta tell you, you got the best reaction of the night for me tonight. After my last comment, that was the best. That was the best. And look at this guy walking towards Adam's Street. I wonder who that is, wearing the KD2 LRX edition FusionNet shirt, posing and flexing his guns. There he is, Russ. KG0BK and AD0AM is coming right around the corner, and he's telling his dad, "Get out of my camera shot. I don't need you there. This is my computer." And yeah. But this is actually a FusionNet first, having both AD0AM and KG0BK on the webcam, both together and separately. They've never done this before, I don't think. So this is really neat. And is he drinking a beer, Joe wants to know. What is he drinking? He's drinking scotch. That's what he's drinking. He's drinking scotch. Yuck. All right, we'll go on over to David right now. David, take it away, my friend. You know the question.
And 7MKY. Just a quick update. Victor Kilo 2 Delta Yankee and WV7RWS tried to come in through the reflector. For some reason, Jay, we were not transmitting through the reflector, or I should say the XLX369, which comes through back here to Boise. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but it looks like everything's working now. It may have been just a pileup. But hopefully Victor Kilo 2 Delta Yankee and WV7RWS, they'll be able to come back in here after I answer your question. So everybody keeps talking about drones. Well, 4th of July has always been a soiree for me. I love throwing 4th of July parties, and I got to tell you, fireworks are like key. If they're illegal, they're for me. Did that rhyme? I don't know. But yeah, I love things that go straight up in the air and just explode and show just a shower of color. So one year I decided to fly my drone to get some good shots up in the fireworks that were being shot up by the neighbors. Wink, wink. And we had quite a few people and quite a few cocktails. And towards the end of the evening, as the battery was dying on the drone, they're like, "Okay, so where are you going to land it?" I said, "I'm going to land it right between my legs." Yeah, not a smart idea after about 16 cocktails. I have to say, though, with a drone that's got 4 different rotary propellers, only one of them ate up the inside of my thigh. That's all I got in 7MKY back to net control.
So, David, you didn't answer one part of that, though. When that drone, landed on the, what part of your body, did it feel good?
Well, let's say after 16 cocktails, I wasn't feeling anything. And in fact, everybody that saw it happen kind of like jumped up and like, "Are you okay?" Or like the Tommy Boy scene, "Dude, what'd you do?" I just kind of looked down and went, "Oh, that's going to leave a mark."
You're lucky Annette didn't think you were, you were cheating on her with a drone.
And 7MKY, so true, so true. But no, she was full supervision of the drone because she was lighting up fireworks. I'll have to find some of those pictures because one of them was a firework that looked like a laptop, and that was pretty impressive. I got a picture of it somewhere. I'll share it with you guys if I can find it. That being said, do not forget about our 2 folks that try to check in with us, WB7RWS and Victor Kilo 2 Delta Yankee. And 7MKY, back to net control.
All right. Thank you very much. That is some story. I'll tell you that comes very close to Joe's earlier story right there. That was a good one, David. That was a good one. Thumbs up to you, man. All right. First of all, okay, so there's a few things I'm looking at right now. There's Joe looking at showing us the FusionNet shirts. There's, of course, always stuff going on with David, and he's showing us his 40821 FusionNet shirt. And then, if you look on your screen, there's Russ just kind of standing right in front of the screen. And now look, he's hula dancing. And Adam is sipping a Diet Coke, I think. Or some kind of soda. Some kind of soda. And then if you look at Michael's shot, what the hell is that? It looks like a tie-dye. I can't even say what it looks like on the air. I don't know where he is right now. Maybe that's a teepee? I'm not really sure what that is. But interesting. Tom's got something to say about that.
Yeah, it kind of looks like somebody's getting ready for Christmas. He hasn't unpacked the Christmas tree yet.
It's very, very interesting. Michael's been fascinating me the entire night. First, he was on his phone texting. He didn't hear us at first. And now we just see whatever that is. Is he in that? I'm not quite sure. Or is he outside the shooting range? I'm not really sure what's going on there. But that's very interesting. All right. We're going to acknowledge those two stations, VK2DY and WB7RWS. I have them both in NetLogger. We'll start with VK2DY in Kellyville Ridge, Australia. Sir, go ahead with your local temperature.
Yes, good afternoon. It's afternoon here in Texas Live. Or afternoon. I'm VK2DY. Local temperature is Fahrenheit-wise 54. It's cold this winter. VK2DY, 54 Fahrenheit.
All right, very good. We have you down at 54 degrees in Kellyville Ridge, Australia. Very good. Great to have you in here tonight, Robert. And we'll go on over to Emmett, Idaho, where Michael is standing by. Michael, I got you in there in the 24 spot. What is your local temperature? Michael and Emmett, are you with us? WB7RWS. What is your local temperature tonight?
My local temperature here is 90 degrees in Emmett, and I have no traffic. And I do have a guest here this evening, my best friend, Mark, W7MHR, is here to check in as well.
All right, we got W7NHR. We're going to put him down as being in Emmett with you tonight, since he is with you. But originally from Eugene, Oregon. Perfect. Very good. And I'm assuming he's at 90 degrees as well. Welcome aboard, Mark. Great to have you here tonight. All right. Let's go back to answering tonight's question. And I think, let's see who's next on this list over here. I think we're going over to VK4, EHT. Now, he's in Australia, so he may not be able to answer this question. Maybe he can. Let's see. What's your favorite July 4th pastime, Bruce?
Yeah, VK4 EHT returning. Oh, probably watching what the Americans are up to, but we have a national day too where we celebrate Australia things earlier in the day, earlier in the year. And one thing that's quite popular is a thong throwing contest there, where people line up and the thong in hand, and they throw it as far as they can, and some of them get 30 or 40 feet out of the throw, which is quite good. But that might shock some of you there, of course, because a thong in Australia is not necessarily what Americans think is a thong. A thong is actually something you wear on your feet. They're commonly known as flip-flops made out of heavy rubber there, so we don't call thongs anything else other than what you throw on your feet. So there you go. So that should settle you down a little bit there. Back to net control, this is VK40HT.
Interesting. A song throwing contest in Australia on July 4th. But, like the shoes. Very interesting. Very cool. VK4EHC, thank you. And I see KE0MIZ is back. Welcome back, sir. Rob, what is your favorite July 4th pastime?
Well, good evening again. This is K0MIZ. Yeah, we just went through one heck of a little storm. Power flickered out a couple of times. I'm glad I got things shut down when I did. But we're back now. If the sun was shining a little brighter, we'd have some rainbows, I'm sure. But anyways, as far as your topic question goes tonight, if you don't mind, I'll ask and then ask if I'll get approval or not approval. But I want to give you my traffic, if I may.
Yes, you absolutely may do that. Go right ahead. Yes. Yes.
Hello. And again, Jay, congratulations on your getting married there. You and your fiance getting ready to get married there, Jay. Pretty good deal. Kelly and I have been together for almost 42 years now, so yeah, it grows on you. Anyway, congratulations once again. But tell you about the SkyHub link here in Colorado, the skyhublink.com. That's all one word, skyhublink.com, based in Denver, Colorado. It's the N2SKY, or the SkyHub Link. It's an all-mode linking system that provides communication bridges between many amateur radio repeater networks, both analog and digital. You'll find multiple ways to get into the SkyHub Link repeater linking system by going to the skyhublink.com. Again, all one word, skyhublink.com. Click on the Connections tab. If you're looking for nets to join, there are several nets throughout the week. So go again to the skyhublink.com and navigate to the Nets tab. Nets every day of the week, most of them starting at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And that's all I have for you. But, no, I got to answer your question. Things we do on the... Hey, there you go. Sharing the screen. Good deal. You know what? I could have thought of that. But, yeah, I don't know how much time I got. I'm going to let it reset and come back. K0MIZ. Okay, K0MIZ. Yeah, topic question. Favorite 4th of July activity? I don't know that I really have a single favorite thing to do on the 4th of July. We have so many activities. This year we're going to have all the family together here for a big barbecue. All the kids and the grandkids. I guess the favorite thing for me would to have our family around and just celebrate our nation's birthday. That's about that. That's probably the favorite deal for me, being a big patriot. So yeah, just our celebration of the nation's birthday. So there you go. I tied it up a little bit too much. Again, congratulations, Jay, and many happy years to you and your betrothed. K0MIZ, back to net.
MIZ, first of all, thank you so much for those well wishes. Really, really appreciate it, my friend. And also, Joe's showing the skyhublink.com right now on the screen. That's what you're looking at. I know that I personally bookmarked it, and I think I'm probably going to try it on P25 because I see a P25 connection. So that should be a lot of fun. Very cool. Thank you very much. And I love the fact that you're a patriot and you spend America's birthday with your family. There's no better way to do it. So I think that's great. All right, K0MIZ from KD2LRX. We're going over to Ottawa, Ontario, our friends up north, and see if they celebrate July 4th. And if so, how? VA3MPS. Take it away, Stephen. VA3MPS, are you still with us? All right, I guess you went 7-3 for QSY or QRT. So we know that AG7WQ is in and out, so is KE04UBB. So that brings us to N2HVR is in and out as well. So that brings us to KC4EXO. Richard in West Columbia, South Carolina. We want to know what your favorite 4th of July pastime is.
I would have to say for many years it's been grilling and eating. But now that I'm pension aged, I have passed the grilling to my son and I just eat. Hope everybody has the 4th. Got a comment for AC2AE. I heard somebody say that Joe plays guitar. I myself play guitar and collect guitars, and I'm surprised at the number of hands that play. I think we just like using our hands. Over.
Well, I think it's really cool that you play the guitar. I will tell you this, Joe does not play the guitar, thank God, because if he did, our ears would be screeching, nor does he sing, thank God. Um, but he had actually a graphic in like his little green screen, but I think it was a generic picture of a guitar on his green screen a little bit earlier. That's where I got that from. But I think it's awesome that you play the guitar. That's fantastic. And I'm with you, man. Listen, I usually do the grilling myself, but it's always nice when somebody else does it, right? You can kind of pass that along to somebody. So you just enjoy and you sit down and you eat until your stomach says stop. So very good, PC4EXO. Congratulations, by the way, on your 11th check-in. You're more than official now. All right, we'll go on to the Upper East Side. I'm only kidding. The Upper West Side, where K2CVD is standing by. Chris, I was just joking in that case there. What's your favorite July 4th pastime?
Thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you and your lovely bride, and also condolences to Ray. We're all very sorry to hear about his loss. We have kind of a different kind of tradition. For a long time, we always spend the 4th of July with my wife's best friend from college and her husband, and we would go over to Lincoln Center for a marvelous concert featuring a military band, and it's just marvelous, doing patriotic music and all kinds of marches and so on. So that was always great. And then we would come home, have a little dinner, and watch the movie 1776. And that's kind of a traditional movie for us on the 4th of July to celebrate the Declaration of Independence. And I just want to make a comment about fireworks. The best fireworks I have ever seen were actually on my birthday one year, which is in the middle of July. I was on the upper deck at Citi Field, for fireworks night, and the fireworks were just completely surrounding me. I was sitting pretty close to home base, and was just absolutely phenomenal. K2CBD, back to net control.
Very cool. You know, that's a really good way of spending the 4th of July. I really like that. You know, watching 1776, that is great. That's you know what? Some of you guys are giving me ideas on how to spend the 4th of July. Not so much Joe, because I don't want to go to jail for blowing up a grocery store, but the rest of you guys are really giving me some really, really good ideas. And also Davey too. I don't want a drone to chop off my what. So all right. Very good, very good. What? Oh, look at this! Look at this! Who's that an autograph cup of? I can't quite see. Who is that, Russ? Ah, Rush Limbaugh cup. Very cool. Very, very cool. I like that. Rush, you kind of look like Rush a little bit. I don't know. I see a little bit of the resemblance, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little. There you go. There's Rush Limbaugh look right there. There it is. There it is. There it is. Very cool. I love that mug. I actually have a Rush Limbaugh t-shirt somewhere in my drawer. I gotta find it. Very, very cool. I got it a number of years ago. Very, very neat. All right. You know, look at that. Now, Russ, now the only thing you need now, Russ, the only thing you need, and I need you to pay attention here, since you are ham radio operators, this is what you need, being a Rush fan. You need the golden EID microphone to broadcast on ham radio. That would be really cool. You'd be the talk of the town. All right, let's go on over to who's next? Who's next? We are up to NV7SS. I love that call sign, by the way, NV7SS. In Indian Springs, Nevada, where it's 97 degrees, not 77. Kenneth, take it away, sir. What's your favorite July 4th pastime?
Okay there, Jason. Thanks for letting me have my turn there. Yeah, favorite pastime, I guess, is, well, we got 3 racks of ribs. I got pork butt and a couple of chickens. I'm going to be smoking on the smoker. Of course, it'll take quite a bit of the night before and the day of. So, yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'll be doing all the work, and everybody be doing all the eating. Yeah, I got to think about that a little bit. But anyway, no, I love doing the cooking. Cooking's the fun part, and sitting back and watching all the illegal fireworks out there going around the neighborhood. So that's about the thing of it there, Jason. Can't think of a better way to spend 4th of July. By the way, I hope everybody has a fantastic 4th of July and a safe one. And you too there, Jason. You have a great net. It's the best net on the radio to listen to and talk on. Have a great evening, and we'll see you around there, Jason. NV7SS, back to the net.
Kenneth, thank you so much for those kind words, first of all. We love having you here. We love having everyone here. This is a Thursday night tradition, and we're so glad that you make it a part of your Thursday night. How about all that food? My God, that sounds so good. You know, if I was in Nevada, I would totally be over. I'd be crashing. That sounds awesome. very awesome in that cooker. Oh my god, I could smell it now just thinking about it. Awesome stuff. All right, we'll go on to KE0WFI. That is Tyler in St. Peter, Minnesota. All right, what's your favorite July 4th pastime, my friend?
My favorite pastime would have to be when I was still able to drink and would sit at home drinking beer and watching fireworks that night. But I don't get to enjoy that pastime this year. I get the joys of working on the 4th of July. KE0W5, back to net control.
Joe, I want one of those shirts. I want one of those shirts. That is, well, I'm certainly sorry that you have to work this July 4th. I myself have had to work on the 4th as well. And, it's never fun, but listen, it's fun to get a paycheck, right? So, you'll be able to enjoy, hopefully, um, at some point, and light off maybe some fireworks, throw back some beers, and just have a good time. But we'll be thinking about you, no question about it, my friend. While you're working. Um, happy July 4th to you. All right, let's go on over now to AD0AM. He needs to sit his butt down too. He's getting everybody chairs. He's getting Russ and Little Russ chairs, and he's got no place to sit. This poor guy. There's a couch. I see a couch behind you. You sit on that couch. I didn't mean for Russ to get up. Yeah, sit on this couch. Yeah, whichever one you want. Make yourself comfortable. It doesn't matter. You can even sit by the symbols that you have over there if you want. It's up to you. No pressure. No pressure. We want to know what your favorite July 4th pastime is. And I have a question for you also. Before Annette was saying that they used to sneak fireworks in Greyhound buses. Do you sneak fireworks on your truck? Take it away. What do you say?
Well, to be honest, I don't. Making any truck, that'd be an interesting question going across the state border. Because some states, yeah, they're bad, but Iowa just legalized them years ago. You can up to a certain limit. But what I usually do for 4th of July, sit back, drink some beer, watch fireworks, let the kids play with the sparklers and stuff, and by the time the night's over, I'm ready to head for bed. So that's my honesty. Yeah, the usual 4th of July. If I'm not working. Luckily this week, I get July 3rd off, so I can go to work with a little hangover maybe. We'll see. But I usually try to cut off early, but we'll see. But I had to get on Zoom. I had to get in here with the net, and figured what the heck, why not? And you're probably gonna hear a little echo. I'm using my handheld here. My radio's just a few feet away by my dad, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. Oh, this is AD0AM turning back. Oh.
Well, we're definitely happy that you'll at least be able to celebrate on July 3rd and, toss a few down and, enjoy some fireworks. That's what it's about. It's about family, friends, good drinks, some fireworks, just having a good time. And also never, ever, ever forgetting why we're celebrating. We're celebrating because this is the most amazing country in the world, and we need to always remember that. And that birthday is a commemoration of the United States of America. So thank you so much, AD0AM. What's your name?
Gregory.
Hey, Gregory. I'm Jay, or Jason, whatever you want to call me. We got Joe. We have Michael. We have David. We have Tom. We have Annette. We have everybody here tonight. And everybody's so happy that you're here tonight. And to have 3 generations in one room right there is very, very big for us. And I don't know if you know this, but Russ and AV0AM have never been on camera on this night. Oh, no, actually Adam has. Russ has never been. And all 3 of you guys at once, this is like, this is almost as big as seeing 3 presidents in a room.
All right, I'm just going to let this one go, all right? KG0BK on the AD0AM repeater on the whatever.
Comment?
And Joe, somebody needs to comment back. Yes, please take it. Yes, absolutely.
This message is for Gregory out there. Gregory, thank you so much for coming on to the net tonight. We greatly appreciate it, man. We love to see some young blood in the FusionNet and on ham radio. It's absolutely awesome. Gregory, I just got to tell you, your dad is absolutely awesome, man. He's definitely a good friend to us out here. But the reason why we love your dad so much is because he brought your granddad, Russ, which we nicknamed Rusty Balloons, because we nicknamed him that because he launches balloons out there, and his name is Russ, so we nicknamed him Rusty Balloons. So because your dad introduced Russ to us out here, we just absolutely love your grandfather, man. He is our best friend out here. He is a great guy, and he is a loyal, good friend to the FusionNet and to me and to Jay and everybody out there. So you are a lucky kid, man, I got to say. You got 2 great guys sitting right next to you, and you may be too young to know it now, but when you get older, you're going to appreciate these 2 guys sitting right next to you, man, big time. That's all I got to say. AC2, AE, back on over to Net Control.
Until Grandpa Russ takes your drone and tries to attach an antenna to it, and the drone comes crashing down. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, Russ. we love Russ so much. He's such a great member of this family. There's no question. We're talking about this FusionNet family, and of course Adam too. I mean, these guys are the core of what we do every week. There's no question about it. The best, the best. You know, they always say the best in the business. These guys are the best in the business. Let me tell you, the best ever. And also with that Rush Limbaugh mug, I mean, come on, he's definitely the best. Very good. Very, very cool. There it is. There it is. There it is. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's go on over to VK2DY. I know he's in Kellyville Ridge, Australia, so he may not celebrate July 4th, although our other friend in Australia did by throwing thong shoes. I'm not sure if Robert does the same thing, but I'm certainly curious to ask him. Take it away, Robert.
Yes, good afternoon. This is Robert, Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee. Indeed, in Kelly Ridge, New South Wales, and all part of the urban sprawl that is Sydney. Well, you know, 22% of Australia's population was born overseas, including 110,000 people born in America. I'm one of them. I'm an American Australian here, and became a citizen about 20 years ago. So there are a lot of a lot of Americans here, especially in Sydney, especially on the eastern suburbs of Sydney by Bondi Beach and that. You go to certain places, and the most is Americans. So there's a lot of them here. They do have celebrations. It's winter here. That's the problem. And this year especially, it's rainy. So, there are areas where they have barbecues and all sorts of other celebrations uh, in some of these areas. The American Embassy does a big thing on 4th of July. Unfortunately, you have to be invited to those kind of activities, and I'm just not prominent enough to be invited to them. But the embassy, the consulate in Sydney does a big do. A lot of things take place here on 4th of July in businesses and local establishments. So it is a bit of a holiday depending on where you're at. But the big holiday here, of course, is that one they have fireworks on is New Year's Eve. We have the biggest fireworks in the Southern Hemisphere on New Year's Eve. So they're quite the thing. And of course, it's summer then. People are out and about. Get 1.5 million people down in the harbor area to watch the fireworks then. So it's a big activity. In fact, it's probably the best place to be on New Year's Eve, definitely. Other than that, they're also experimenting with drones here. I saw an exhibition with 2,000 drones in Sydney just a few weeks ago, actually. And quite impressive. What you can make when you got that many drones is pretty impressive. Still fireworks, but the drones are very, very impressive. VK2DY. Back to
All right, Robert. First of all, I am learning so much about Australia. So I love the fact that so many people are celebrating July 4th, like you said, especially near the Sydney area. There are celebrations in the American Embassy, of course, as you mentioned too. Really, really awesome stuff. I guess it's an American holiday, but not uniquely American, in that others as well celebrate our independence. That's fascinating. Very, very cool. And as far as the fireworks on New Year's, I am very much aware that Australia has massive fireworks celebrations on New Year's. I always see them on TV and on the internet, and that's really, really cool stuff. You're absolutely right. Probably one of the best places to be on New Year's Eve, and perhaps one day I'll have the opportunity to be. I always wanted to go to Australia. I love Australian people. I love what I see in pictures from Australia, and one day maybe I'll be able to make it down there. So, very nice. Thank you very much, Robert. All right, we'll go on over to WB7RWS, our buddy Michael and Emmett. Michael, how will you be celebrating the 4th of July, and what's your favorite July 4th pastime? Emmett's still with us. Michael, are you still there? WB7RWS. All right, nothing heard. So we'll try Michael's friend, W7NHR. Mark, are you with us? All right, nothing heard. Well, I guess it's my turn in that case. And my favorite July 4th pastime is I usually spend it with a lot of great family friends of ours, people who I grew up with, some of my mom's really close friends when she was alive, and we continue that tradition with all of them and their kids who are roughly around my age, and a lot of them have children as well at this point. So we drive to the eastern part of Long Island where they live, and we spend the day with them, and it's really nice. The only the worst part of the day is driving home because it's so far. But I will tell you at the same time, it's also great because you usually see fireworks on your ride home, like in front of you, to the right and left of you. So it's a lot of fun. I have also, as I mentioned earlier, in the past, in addition to shooting off my own fireworks, of course, um, have done fireworks chasing as well, where I have seen fireworks off in the distance, and I've kind of gotten in my car and just kind of followed them, and have made it to quite a few different destinations. And it's fascinating when you see them off in the distance. You're never quite sure where they are, and then when you actually see where they're being lit off, it's always quite fun. Um, so those are some of my traditions on July 4th. I will tell you, America's Independence Day is one of my favorite holidays for a lot of reasons. Of course, it's in the summer, which is my favorite time of year. Of course, it's great food, great fireworks, and things like that. But my ultimate favorite reason why I love the 4th of July is it celebrates the greatest country in the world's birthday. And I think to me, that's what makes it the most special day. I'm always making sure I wear an American flag shirt. I'm always making sure that that flag is flown highly and proudly. And God bless America, and God bless all you guys. You guys are awesome. All right. With that said, are there any other stations I want to check into FusionNet tonight? Please call that control. All right, with nothing heard, are there any comments, questions, or anything else for the net tonight? All right, with nothing heard, why don't we close things out? Why don't we? Let me pull up my FusionNet script. Here it is. All right. So this is a weekly meeting of the FusionNet where we meet every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Our mission is to help educate those individuals interested in learning about the amateur radio hobby and to continue building the fellowship of hams across the world and the USA, of course. We host this weekly net on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, where participants ask traffic and comments, and we discuss all things amateur radio related with an emphasis on the various digital modes and beyond. Each week, Net Control either presents a question or topic open for discussion, or hosts a trivia night. Joe's usually our trivia guy, where participants put their knowledge to the test on the various amateur radio topics. And sometimes other things too, like we did tonight. We encourage participants to email us with subjects they'd like to discuss on future nets at fusion@thefusionnet.org, fusion@thefusionnet.org. Most of all, we want you to have fun. We always have fun because of you, because this is your net, and we want to make sure we're covering topics you want to discuss. Go on and check out our website, the FusionNet website, that is, at thefusionnet.org. And remember, if you check in 10 consecutive times, you become an instant and totally free member of the FusionNet, and you get full access to that website. You'll get to see things that other people who are not members do not see. So check in 10 consecutive times, bada bing, bada boom. Guess what, guys? You become an automatic member of the FusionNet. That's simple. Club members contribute their time and their money to provide all these services to the local amateur radio community. We got a beautiful repeater, thanks to y'all, and we can't wait to get that thing up soon, and we would appreciate all of your support. All right. I know I called for late check-ins just a moment ago, but why don't we try it once more? Any late check-ins for this net, please call net now. And look at that little kitty. KE0MIZ's kitty.
Yeah, it's K0MIZ here. These are our kitties. Yeah, they came in out of the storm. They don't like the weather. But anyways, thanks for acknowledging. I'll let you get back to it.
I love it. I love it, Rob. And Dennis, show us your dog. Show us your dog. We love animals on the FusionNet. Oh my God. How cute. Now, wait a minute. He saw Rob's cat. I don't know. I think there's going to be a little UFC fight about to go down. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Uh-oh. And if we get David's animals up there, oh my God. It's going to be the ultimate fighting championship right there. Oh my God. Uh-oh. You're asking for trouble, Rob. You're asking for trouble. Uh-oh. Cat. I love that cat. And David, will you stop showing me that stat and heat miser and snow miser? I see it for heaven's sake. All right. It is time for K2CVD's stats. So take it away, K2CVD.
Well, thanks a lot, Jason. So here we go. I just texted them to you, so you don't have to write this down. We had 5 time zones, 13 U.S. states, 1 Canadian province, 2 Australian states, 3 countries, 2 continents, 18 cities, 25 check-ins, and by the grace of AC2AE, 0 NCO timeouts, and the average June check-ins for the net was 28.8. K2CVD, back to net control.
Now, we all know the reason why there were no net control timeouts. It's because I was hosting the net. Duh. I'm only kidding. Look, I'm being timed right now. I'm being timed. Chris, K2CVD, thank you so much for those stats. And tonight's coldest and warmest temperatures, well, it is not even close, guys. The hottest temperature, without a question, goes to 87WQ, Tom in Coolidge, Arizona, where it's 103 degrees. 103, guys, 103. Imagine that. Oh my God. I personally think that's kind of nice. Tom thinks it's hot. Joe's disgusted by hearing something that hot. And the coldest temperature tonight, just to show you guys we're in the summertime, is actually going to go to, well, somebody who's not in the summertime. VK4EHD, Bruce in Tarragindi, Australia, where it's 59 degrees. Actually, I'm lying. He's actually not the winner. He's the runner-up. Robert in Kellyville Ridge has 54 degrees. Studio 54 degrees. And he's got our coldest temperature because they're in the southern hemisphere. That's what it's about. So how about that? Congratulations to our coldest and warmest temperatures of the evening. Very good, guys. Look at this. Joe's on a sailboat right now, I think. Look at this. Captain Hook. That's actually really cool. All right. So, Guys, I'd like to thank the following stations for checking in and contributing to tonight's net. I am going to unkey because I don't need David sending me another timer. All right, I'd like to thank the following stations. My buddy, my partner in crime, AC2AE, Joe in Brooklyn, New York. And by the way, when I say partner in crime, I don't mean I had anything to do with that stuff he described earlier with fireworks. KG0BK, Russ in Manchester. Russ, great to see you here tonight. KD2MSU, Howie, our resident meteorologist. We had KB6DHR, Michael in Kelso, Washington. How about Dennis in Spring, Texas, N5DWR? We had KD9OHQ, Ron in Trempealeau, Wisconsin. I love saying Trempealeau. We had Jesse in Boise, Idaho tonight, KJ7YLS. How about KE0MIZ, Robert in Wellington, Colorado? KB0BSI, Tom in Minot, North Dakota. We had Annette, KK7AYJ in Boise, Idaho, and N7MKY, the pilot himself, solo net control operator extraordinaire, David in Boise, Idaho. We had BK4EHC, Bruce in Terragindy, Australia, and how about Stephen in Ottawa, Ontario, VA3MPS. Let me let this drop. We had AG7WQ, that is Tom in Coolidge, Arizona. We had, where, by the way, it's not cool in Coolidge. It's 103 degrees over there. We had James in Fort Myers, Florida, KO4UBB. We had N2HER, our good friend in Ozone Park, Queens, New York. That's Nick. How about Richard in West Columbia, South Carolina, KC4EXO? And K2CVD, our statistician himself on the Upper West Side. He's K2CVD. We had NV4. I can't read. And V7SS, Ken in Indian Springs, Nevada, where it's 97 degrees. And he's going to cook it out in Nevada this weekend, let me tell you. We had Tyler in St. Peter, Minnesota, KE0WFI. How about our buddy Adam, AD08M in Manchester, Iowa. We had Kellyville Ridge, Australia's own Robert, VK2ZY. Michael and Emmett, that's WD7RWS. And topping things off tonight, W7MHR, Mark and Emmett as well. Give yourselves a huge round of applause, everybody. This was a fun net. I hope you guys had as great of a time as I did tonight. Joe, stop texting and pay attention to this net, for heaven's sake. He's not even listening. All right. I could talk bad about Joe right now. Look at this. You know, that guy Joe is such a jerk. I don't even know. You know. There he is. All right. Remember this, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. In the great words of inventor and futurist Nikola Tesla, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. This is Kilo Delta 2, Lima, Romeo X-ray, KD2LRS. FusionNet is now over. The network's return to casual communication. 7-3, happy and safe July 4th, and let's God bless America always and forever. KD2LRS is
Jay, awesome net, man. Just want to be the first one to say, awesome net. Congratulations again, my friend. And everybody, man, this was another awesome Zoom meeting simulcast. It was awesome seeing everybody. And I'm not sure exactly when the next holiday is, but the next holiday that arises, we will do another Zoom meeting. I think these are really fun. Hopefully, we'll get more people to participate. I think we had a total of 8 people on tonight, so that's awesome. We had 25 on the FusionNet itself. Awesome, guys. This net is always growing, and remember, our repeater will be going up soon. Just got to figure out a few things on what to do. And everybody, have a blessed night, have a blessed weekend, and be safe on 4th of July. Don't burn down no Social Security buildings, Key Foods, Cuccios bakeries, or elementary schools. AC2 AE. I'll be clear, guys. Have a great night.
KD2 LRX, I'm clear as well. Good night, y'all.
Hey, so everybody have a wonderful evening and a safe and happy 4th of July. Till the next time. K0 MIZ. Ciao.
Nice job, Jay. KB0PSI. Okay, see you next week.
Thank you very much, guys. KD2 LRX. Clear.
Fantastic job there, Jason. Always enjoy listening to you. NV7SS73.
Thank you very much. KD2 LRX.
Once again, Jason, congratulations. N5, DWR.
Thank you. KD2 LRX.